Fair enough. Oh, fair enough. Oh, hello. Castle GALLIA. My Lord Ike! Everyone! Princess Alencia. I heard about Commander Grail. I don't know what to say. Don't worry. We're all right. We're getting by. Somehow. Oh, Ike. The king has arrived. Oh my god, hello. You are really mighty, aren't you? Hey there. Oh god, I don't even know how to voice you. I thank you for coming to GALLIA Palace. I am Caningness. Caningness, I think. If I'm getting that wrong, chat, please let me know. I am Caningness, ruler of the Kingdom of GALLIA. These are the Grail mercenaries, and I am Ike, their commander. You have been raised well, young pup. I didn't recognize you. What? When you last were here, you were a small child. Is that you, Titania? It's good to see you. The pleasure is all mine, your majesty. Two of your friends? How does the king know me? I have something I must tell you about your father, Grail. Leth, Mordecai, leave us now. Prepare rooms so our guests may have a place to rest and heal their wounds. At once, my lord. Would it be best if I were to leave as well? No, princess, I would have you stay. And this one also will stay. Gifka. Okay. This is Gifka, my shadow. Pay him no more heed than you would the air. I can't wait for your voice for Deginsi. Deginsi? Oh lord. We'll see. Understood. I would have Titania and Soren stay with me as well. Me? So be it. Now then, where to begin? Titania, how much did Grail tell his son? Ike was raised with no knowledge of GALLIA whatsoever, nor does he even recall even being here. Is that so? Then it is best for me to tell him all that I know. Although that is not much. That's alright. Whatever you can tell me would be much appreciated. I want to know more of my father. You have good eyes. Honest and brave. I see your father in them. Long ago, your father worked as a mercenary for GALLIA. We forged a strong bond, he and I. To speak truly, I still do not trust the Bjork. But your father was different. Princess Alencia's father, King Ramon, and his brother, Lord Renning, are also of a different kind. All are or were exceptional men. Men in whom one could put his trust. Oh ho, Titania! You're an exception as well. Among Bjork females, you are unique. You are most gracious, your majesty. I feel like the king really likes Titania. My father was a mercenary for GALLIA? Correct. And you and your sister, you were both born here in GALLIA. You stayed only for a short time. But part of your childhood was spent within these borders. Mr. and I were born here, is that so? I don't remember any of this at all. I feel your parents were carrying a dark secret. Someone was hunting them. I'm sure of it. Once, over 10 years ago, and after your mother had been slain, your father chose to leave GALLIA. Before he left, I went to him and asked him to share his tale. I asked him, why are you being chased? Is there anything I could do to help? But I was unable to loosen his tongue. And then I heard he had returned to GALLIA, and I thought I had another chance to hear his tale. His fate was black indeed. If I had been faster, if I had hastened my steps, perhaps things would be different. Wait, now I understand. The voice I heard. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you...
Oh no!
Noble, really?
I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah,
Go to bed! No,
That's
go
an
to bed.
opportunity. Okay,
Go
fine.
to bed.
Fine.
Give you the bunk. You are tired. You are drunk tired.
Sleep well.
Sleep well.
Just browsing online. How's remember to disconnect bug when you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Good night.
Night. Wait. Now I understand. That voice I heard, that was you, wasn't it? His wounds was fatal. I could do nothing. I thought it best not to interfere in his final moments, so I remained hidden. Tell me, Ike, at his last moments, did he confess anything to you? The identity of the Black Knight, did he reveal it? Black Knight? No, I don't know who he was. My father entrusted me with his command, told me to trust King Cainignus and live peacefully in Gallia. He said to forget everything else. Is that so? Well, let me do as I can. If any of your mercenaries desire to live here, I will so arrange it. I will vouchsafe them homes and land. Your kindness is truly appreciated, but speaking for myself, I couldn't live here in peace. Not now. I will avenge my father. I cannot so quickly forget the past. Or the Black Knight. But Ike, that's not... I know. I'm not strong enough. An opponent who could defeat my father is well beyond my reach. But that's why I've devoted myself to growing stronger. I will lead my father's mercenaries and prepare for the day when my chance for revenge arrives. A prudent course of action. You look as one who would be more impulsive. But you are Grail's son, after all. You've matured, Ike. It seems like yesterday that you were merely a child. Titania. And now I would ask a boon of you. The strength of your mercenary band, Ike. Would you lend it to Princess Alencia? Are you serious? King Cainignus? Gallia and Crimea are allied nations. They cannot be denied. However, this alliance in reality binds only the royal families, and is not respected by all citizenry. The people of Gallia are seldom seen in Crimea, are they? Even though our nations are friends, the people of Crimea have little real understanding of the Lagoos. Many of our people still use that undignified name, subhuman, when they refer to the Lagoos. My father's heart was filled with shame and sorrow over what you describe. More than anything, any king in our history, he wanted to deepen relations between our people, and then... Perhaps that is why Dane targeted him. Their hatred of the Lagoos is well known. Could it be? Could it be just racism? In my heart of hearts, I would like to take guardianship of Princess Alencia and assist in the rebuilding of Crimea. However, anti-Bjork sentiment is running high here in Gallia. If we were to offer safe harbor to Alencia, I feel many of our elder statesmen would protest. They would say that we are giving Dane an ideal excuse to attack, which means Gallia can't offer Princess Alencia any relief at all. Is that it? Unfortunately, it is true. My lord Ike, King Cainignus has advised me to turn to the Begnion theocracy for aid in Crimea's restoration. He says we should make of Begnion a formal request and gain the support of their shields. Passage to Begnion will... Oh my god, I can't even speak. Passage to Begnion will require several months at sea. An escort will be necessary. As you know, we lack the numbers to serve as a complete mercenary army. So, if the princess were willing to hire us as an escort, it would be an offer beyond our expectations. Titania, Soren, I think perhaps we should accept the king's offer. What do you say? It's what you want, right, Commander? Well then, it's our job to follow you. However, you wish to proceed is fine. I will do all in my power to ensure our road leads to success. Understood. As of now, the Grail mercenary shall assume the honor of serving as an escort to the Princess of Crimea. Princess Alencia, our journey together will undoubtedly be a long one. May we serve you well. Oh, thank you very much. I only pray that I, in turn, may be worthy of your service. Okay. So, other thing I've noticed, chat, Alincia has green hair. I don't know if that means anything or if it's just green hair because green hair. But a lot of people, or a lot of Fire Emblem characters with green hair tend to be, well, you know, descendants of a certain kind. Hey, Ike! I heard you leaving, going to Begnion, hey? Hello, Ranulph. I was hoping I'd see you. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done. I'm glad to have the chance before I leave. Well, aren't you the dutiful one? Hey, that reminds me. You were born here in GALLIA, right? I knew there was something odd about you. You're awfully friendly for a Bjork, you know? Oh, you might not know, but a Bjork is what... Oh, I know what it means. It's what you call us humans, right? Oh, knew that, did you? Well, then, let me tell you something else. When we use the word human, we mean it much the way you, Bjork, do it when we call us subhuman. Really? It's an insult to be called human? I'm glad you told me. I never would have guessed. I should warn you, if you run across any Lagoos who call you that, be careful. They're no friends of yours. Got it. Thanks. I won't forget. But I've digressed long enough. Let me explain why I'm here. Huh? Princess Alincia, may I have a moment of your time? Yes, of course. The king asked that I give you this. Please accept it as a gift. What? May I ask? Within the leather pouch is 20,000 gold pieces. Bjork currency, of course. Oh, I truly appreciate this generous offer, but a gift of this magnitude is not something I can accept. King Kenignis has done so much more than is necessary already. The king is ashamed that he cannot, at this time, provide any personal support. Please, will you accept his apology and acknowledge his desire to aid you? But, no? Well then, let's try this. Yes? You accept the king's gift, then as payment for conducting you safely to GALLIA, you hand it over to Ike. Come on, Ranulph, you can't expect her to accept this. It's an outrageous fee, no matter how you look at it. 20,000 gold for the life of a princess? Perfectly reasonable. In fact, it almost borders on insulting. Consider how you have suffered. The lives you've lost. 10, no, 100 times this amount would not be unreasonable. I mean, I would take it. It's a lot of money. I have reconsidered. I will accept the king's kindness. In turn, I will present it to my Lord Ike. You will accept it, will you not? I will. Thank you. No, my Lord Ike. It is I who must thank you. Alright, well, we just got 20,000 gold. Fuck yeah, let's go. Well, then let's settle. Let's move on. Unfortunately, we do not have any ships here in GALLIA. If you are to find a ship that will take you to Begnion, you must return to the occupied Crimea. There's no other way, then we'll just have to risk it. No matter how cautiously you proceed, you're certain to run into Dane forces. Keep that in mind. I understand. It's too bad we're so short on soldiers. Still, there's not much we can do about that now. However, I will review our supplies carefully before we depart. In regard to your personal problems, the king has decided to lend you what aid he can. Leth, Mordecai!
I will join you.
Mordecai! And Leth, both of you? Are you sure? None of the others could stand the idea of traveling with humans. I myself tremble with loathing at the thought of going to Begnion, but when the king gives an order, obedience is the only option. That may be, but we have witnessed the combat prowess of the Gallians for myself. I know how fortunate we are.
We will not fail you.
I have no intention of becoming friends. Do not forget that, and stay out of my way. You must forgive Lith. Her tongue cuts as deep as her claws do. I'll return once I report to the king. While I'm gone, please finish your preparation for departure. Very well. You know what? I think it would be really funny to give Ike and Leth an S unit rank. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, but an S unit rank between Leth and Ike would be really funny for me. Ike, here's a summary of our last battle. So we got new allies, Miss Rolf, Marcia, Leth, and Mordecai. Ike was the MVP. We earned 20,000. Our current is 27,500. And we got a decent amount of XP, I suppose. Only 150 XP. Bonus XP, rather.
Oh, Lord. There were no casualties, and no one suffered permanent injury. We fought excellently.
Wait, there's permanent injuries? What? Please tell me that's just a line to say, oh, okay. I didn't know there may have been permanent injuries.
That's all I have to report, if you'll excuse me.
Is there permanent injuries? Let's talk to Leth.
You seem depressed.
Look at who I'm trapped with. Of course I'm depressed. And keep your worthless observations to yourself. All of you are so slow. I can't believe you're still not ready.
Sorry about that. For like you and didn't need to carry anything, it'd be easier. But we have weapons and things to carry. Get ready. Weapons of steel are a human weakness.
Oh, weapons of steel are a human weakness. Without them, you cannot fight properly.
But Leth, you're carrying a dagger, aren't you? In the scabbard on your leg?
This is not for fighting.
Then what's it for?
I use it to remove small bones from meat. It can also cut fruit into bite-sized pieces. It has proven quite useful. What? You got something to say? Spit it out!
You despise Bjork, but you don't mind Bjork-crafted tools?
If something's good, it's good. Denying something's obvious worth out of petty spite is foolish. It's not that I do not despise everything Bjork. If every Bjork could get along with us as well as you do, I'm certain.
Leth?
This is a ridiculous conversation. I'm leaving now.
Alrighty then. We got a soldier.
You there, Bjork. What do you think you're doing?
I was trying to get back to my room, but I've lost my way. Can you tell me which way I need to go?
It's this way. Follow me. Hey, not so close. Walk behind me.
What?
Pardon me. The king has ordered us to treat Bjork with kindness, but it will take some time. It is difficult to fight with that instinct. Perhaps some memory of the slavery our forefathers suffered at Bjork hands flows in our blood.
I understand. I'll keep my distance.
Very well. Let's go.
Alright. And we got a conversation with Marcia.
And so we put this guy right here, and this dealy bobber goes there, and we're finished.
Packing, huh? Want some help?
Do I want some? You're a hoot, handsome. I'm already done.
You're more skillful at this than I would have imagined. Or is it that Miss is woefully inept?
The Begnion Pegasus Knights were always moving around, so I learned to pack quickly. They used to train us on it all the time. Go here, pack this, fun stuff.
Is that so? I can see that you have a strong sense of duty. Quitting the Begnion Pegasus Knights to join us must seem...
What are you saying? I'm a burden now?
No. I'm very grateful you're here. As I told you before, we're short on personnel.
Oh, good then. I'm happy to be here. Say, Ike, you don't need to worry about me quitting the Begnion service. My decision wasn't based solely on the desire to repay you.
You had other reasons?
Yes. I'm also searching for my lost brother. He may be a dolt and a scoundrel, but he's all the family I have in this world. Remember when you found me? When we were fighting the pirates? Well, I was trying to track him down. And every time I go looking for him, I end up in some dangerous situation with ugly boat monkeys trying to kill me.
Ugly boat monkeys. I need a drink. Okay. So that's why you decided to join us, is it? I can understand that.
So, are you sorry you asked?
Not at all. The important thing is finding your brother as quickly as possible, right?
That's the plan.
Alright, so we gotta make sure we find her Britta. So, bonus XP. I have... What? I have a lot of bonus XP. Chat, is there any specific way I should dish this out? Titania obviously doesn't need it. Ike and Oscar don't really need it. And we have Ike with Titania, Soren, Reese. Soren can only have 2 Oh, interesting. I really gotta think. Yeah, that's Shinon's name. Let's save. Let us see. Ah, shop. Here we go. Armory. Ooh, there's an Elwind book. Let's give Soren a book to replace his, like, wind book. I think Elwind would be very useful for Soren as well. No, I don't want another one. And, I don't know, let's give him a fire book. Get them all tuned up. An iron bow I want to give to Rolf. Probably will do more than Rolf's bow. I need to replace Oscar's lances. Or at least his iron lance. Also want to give Oscar a jav. Is there anything else? 420 gold. Her iron axe is getting a little low. Hold on. Convoy to no give. Titania. Actually, trade. We'll give Mia the Armor Slayer. And then you could take the steel. Yeah, that works good. Sell items. York Guard. So the red gem. So the weapon level of an item. Forge. Would you like a special weapon? The weapon you want to make. Ooh. I can make my own weapons in this game. Okay. So let's make a sword. A steel variety. Make it based on this weapon, yes. How strong do you want it to be? How high can you go? Up to 13. I can make it hit 100% of the time. I don't even care how expensive this is. Like, just the idea of making my own weapons is amazing. The weight. So I could make an overpowered weapon here. So to make it heavier is more expensive, but you can drop the weight to save some money up to a certain degree, but then after a while it gets more expensive. Okay. It's actually cheaper to go heavier for a little bit. Yeah. I don't know. It's probably like a massive waste of money too. But you know what? It's worth it just to have one. It'll cost you... Wait, can I name it? Oh, I can't name it. It'll cost me 5,000 for this. But you know what? I like wasting my money. Oh, I can change the weapon name! Hell yeah! Of course we need to remake the Bungo Blade. Bungo Blade. The Bungo Blade! Hell yeah, dude! Wait, you can you can change the color? Oh, dude, this is cool. You can make it white. You can make it like just general silver. Make it look like it's a gold sword. Green, blue. You know what? It's got to be pink. It's the Bungo Blade, right? And we'll give it to Mia. She's in need of a good sword. Oh, God, we need to see how that Bungo Blade does. I'm excited. You know, it may have been expensive, but I'm still pretty excited. You know, Soren can only have 2 supports by the look of it. So, I'm gonna have one of Ike's things with Soren. So that's how much we spent. Supplies are running low. We need dried meat, fresh fruit. Ike, are you even listening? Oh yeah, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I never would have guessed. Sorry, Soren. Look, could you run the report by me again? You're tired, Ike. You need rest. Go run a cot somewhere. Can you tell? Of course. When you're not feeling you well, your left eye twitches. That's odd. I never noticed. Soren and Stefan. Ooh, I wonder who Stefan is. Don't spoil it. Sounds interesting. Get some sleep. I can manage things for a few hours. Well, I'm pretty beat. Go. You know, Soren, you're not nearly as insensitive as others say. Deep down, you're a big softy. Excuse me? Oh, nothing. I'm going. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Guys, I did not know I can make a weapon in this game. Even if it's expensive, I made a Bungo Blade. It is a reference to me playing any other Fire Emblem game. It is cool. In fact, it's pink. And I give it to Mia because I needed to, man. I needed it. I won't, but I would say that you should save up 3 of Soren's conversations to use on Stefan. Oh, so every time you talk to them, okay, I see. At least 3. I'll keep that in mind. But let's go. I'm actually going to also, state save.
After his father's death, places the mantle of leadership on his young shoulders. Ike agrees to continue Alincia's escort. If it could let me press the A button. Thank you.
Chapter 10, Astrid? Astrid?
The company heads now for the Begnion Empire, the oldest and largest nation on the continent of Tellius. As Crimea is a former fiefdom of Begnion, the princess turns to them for succor, much as a scared child returns to a parent. Many in Tellius believe that without Begnion's might and influence, Crimea's reconstruction would be nigh impossible. However, Begnion and GALLIA have no diplomatic ties and are further separated by an impassable mountain range. So, the company is forced to return to Crimea, where they hope to locate a ship to carry them to Begnion.
Bro, I'm drunk as shit at this point. No Astrid, lame.
Astrid is chapter 13, I remembered wrong. Ah, okay.
Accompanied by Ranulf, the warrior who has volunteered to guide them, the company leaves Castle GALLIA behind. With heavy hearts and wounded spirits, they begin the long march back to Crimea.
You do get up to 4 recruits in this chapter, however. I can recruit 4 people? Holy shit.
Hey, hold up a moment. You know, I was thinking, since this castle's on the way, we should probably stop by.
Really? Why? Is there something special about this place?
Why, yes, there is. This is Cantia's castle. Dane seized it early in the war. Now it serves as a camp for prisoners. I've even heard there are a number of Crimean retainers being held captive in the dungeon beneath the castle.
Naruto Reskin.
What? Are you certain? Princess, I'm hurt. Of course. My information's reliable.
If we could rescue some Crimean soldiers, they might decide to join us. That would be quite a boon, would it not? Yeah, it would. I think it's worth the risk. Alright. Oh god, who's the girl in blue? I'm already interested. Oh, and we got an armor dude. Oh, and there's a presumably another monk. Oh, I know what chapter this is. What chapter, Claire? Chapter 10, obviously.
She is the manslayer.
The question now is, how do you open the cells and free the prisoners?
The cells are certain to be locked, so in order to open them, logic would dictate that the keys would be in possession of the jailer. We have no choice but to steal them. If we're lucky, the guards will have the keys as well. In either case, we must move with caution. We don't want to trade blows with the entire garrison. Which means we stay close to the walls and avoid being seen or heard, right? Alright. Then our first priority is to get our hands on the cell keys.
Hey, you there!
I have business with Sir Grail. Where is he?
You're sorely lacking in social etiquette, aren't you? State your business.
I'll speak with Sir Grail and Sir Grail alone. Now take me to him.
What you ask is impossible. Commander Grail is dead.
Well, that is a problem.
Just who are you, anyway?
Call me Volk. Sir Grail hired me. I'm in intelligence.
My father hired you?
You are Sir Grail's son, correct? You'll do. Sir Grail hired me to investigate something. You pay my price, and I'll give you my report. Deal?
How much?
50,000.
That's a bit steep.
And worth every penny.
I don't have that much. Give me some time.
So you're willing to pay?
My father hired you. You must have had a good reason. Are you sure, Commander? We have no way of knowing if he's telling the truth. We'll know when we see the contents of that report. Till then, have him travel with us.
So that's your plan, eh? Listen, you get the report when I get paid. I'm not waiting around until then. I'll keep my information for the time being. Call me when you got the gold. Stop at any tavern along your way. Tell the barkeep you've been in need of a fireman. You'll see me within an hour.
Hold a moment. Intelligence. You said you were in intelligence, right? Is information the only thing you sell?
Come out with it. Why are you asking?
Locks. Can you open locks?
Sure. 50 gold per lock.
You're gonna have him open the cell doors? Is that wise? We only just met him. There's no telling if you could trust him. So, should we hire him, chat? So bonus XP is 300 for clear in 12 turns.
Minus 30 for each turn after 12. 700 if you clear undetected. Not happening. Thanks. I appreciate it. 10 for each unit that escapes, and 50 for each clear. I should hire him? Okay.
Volk, will you help us break into these cells? As long as they get complained, I get no complaint.
Titania, objections? I told you before, didn't I? You're the commander. If you decide on a course of action, I will but follow.
Righto! I'm off. Good luck and all that.
Wait, what? You're not going to help us out here?
Much as I would like to, I got a job to do. I'll rejoin you when I'm finished.
I see. Well, good luck to you then. You won't get another thief for about 2 chapters, and you can miss recruiting him. Oh god, okay. You guys are going to be my help. So, we got Sephiron, Nefini, I think I'm saying that right, Nefini. We got Brahm, and we got Kieran. Okay, so before we start anything, how do you even go about undetected? I'm assuming you just stay out of the guard's sightline, no?